work out a better solution. I was kind of just throwing this Facebook thing on Wednesday, and I didn't get a chance to figure it out. So,
Are we live?
yep, we're not live. Never. There you are.
We are live on YouTube. Let's see if everyone followed us over or not.
I hope so. We had 440 people.
How's everyone doing today? Missed you guys. This is our Sunday normal at 3 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. In case you guys are unaware and didn't see the ad or what have you, we're still continuing the 20% discount for readings and added a BOGO to it because I want to do it because I'm always asking you guys to pay it forward. So this is my way of paying it forward. So you can buy one and then give the next reading to someone that you love so that we can help them and get it out to help as many people as we possibly can. So that's a good thing. And these fires are calming down a little bit, still up in some areas. So our prayers are still going there, that's for sure. But my house is certainly out of the woods. I don't know who followed me over, but we were just on Facebook because a lot of people on Facebook just have just a hard time, transferring from Facebook to YouTube. But the platform is so much better and things like that. We got the scavenger hunt. We have some winners here. We got some more winners that are going to be coming in. And I think it's just great. I really do. Hi, Nikki. Hi, Betsy. Hi, Joshua. Hi, Elizabeth. Hi, Gina. Hi, Norma. Hi, boy, this thing is going pretty fast, huh?
It is going quick.
Hi, Crystal. Hi, Rhonda. Hi, Joanne. Hi, everybody. So tell me, put down in the comment section below, did you guys like this scavenger hunt? I made a little insert the other day because when I go on now, I think of something little I can do, like some type of a quirk. Like you might see me raise an eyebrow, you might see me talk fast for a minute, you might see me do something different. And the reason why I'm doing that is so that we can go back and pick out videos of look for this, look for that, look for this. So if you're watching me, watch what I do in my behaviors, and when something stands out of the ordinary, jot that down. So we have the next scavenger hunt. You might have 3 or 4 of the things already picked out. There might be 7. You're already halfway there. You got a better chance of, getting placed in a higher place, all that kind of good stuff. And we're getting really close to starting the memberships up on YouTube. And the reason why is that, we need help. It's just me doing this, and I want to keep putting these videos out and these donations coming in. Thank God for that, because that keeps me on here with you, and it keeps us making my mom's tapes and getting that out in volume, because it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work, much more than I ever would have imagined when I was digging them out of the closet, what this was going to entail.
Oh, they're hard.
And I'm not the one doing a lot of that work. I mean, I'm finding it and things, but you got to take sometimes reel to reel, the beta stuff. You got to enhance it, Adobe it, digital it, put the music to it, package it, put the thing on it, label it, and it's just a lot to do. But after all, it's worth it because we all need it. We all love Sylvia. And like I said, a light bulb went off in my head about a year ago. Everyone says, I want closure with Sylvia. And Sylvia, I think, I've got 2 warehouses chucked to the gills, to the rooftops with her stuff. Never seen before stuff. So we're going to get into that, where you'll see Sylvia as a psychic, as a trance medium with Francine, as a teacher, home with the kids, babies, all of us running around. We're going to get all that out there, and we'll be deciding what membership's going to have what's going to be out, but we're still putting it all together. So I want to thank you for putting forth these super chats, because I'm telling you, if it wasn't for you guys, I honestly don't know if we'd be putting anything out, because you got to pay people to work. No one does it free. I mean, we got to eat. People got to eat and stuff. So it helps all of us working together to do this, And I just love it more than anything, because I love the fact that we're all here together as one big happy family. Because I'm telling you, if you look out there and you watch the news and things like that, what other place can you sit down with friends and family and have a positive sitting for the length of period of time that we do? I can't find it. I mean, I can't. So that's what encouraged me to come up and to do this, because if I'm tired and I'm worn out and I'm kind of irritated with something, that I'll go into my comment section and I'll see someone, thank you, Chris, I appreciate this, we love your mother, we love you, and I'm like, I can do more. It puts gas in your gas tank. It gives you energy. So I want to thank you for that, because I don't know you guys realize this, but on my YouTube, the comments, I'm answering it. I am. If I really like it, I hit the thumbs up and I hit the heart one. And a lot of times I'll go back and I'll give you a little message too, depending on it. And that's one thing I should say too. I don't type. I do the voice texting. And boy, I really have to clarify, because sometimes what comes out of my mouth and what goes down on the thing is not always the case. So if there is a little mishap, it's because I did that, but I think you guys are smart. You can read between the lines, but I do voice texting. It just doesn't always put down exactly my word for word verbatim, but I'm pretty conscientious before I hit send to make sure it's saying what I'm saying. But there are all those times that you just hit one button wrong. And hi, Izzy. Hi, Danielle Young. Hi, Veronica. How are you guys doing? How's everyone doing with the COVID? I was really cranky with it about a couple weeks ago, but I'm doing better with it now. I really am. And you know, with this COVID and things like that, there's going to be other viruses that come to the forefront, but we're like veterans with it now. We keep our social distance. We wear our masks. And to tell you something right now, every time, I should probably say this when I say it, if I'm not around people, I got to pull my nose out of the mask, because I don't know about you guys, but I can't breathe in that damn thing. I tried to go to the gym, forget it. I can't breathe in the mask. There's just no way. I'll faint. It don't seem like I get enough oxygen in. So I'm doing my workout at home. In case you guys haven't noticed, I've gained 42 pounds. 42 pounds. If we have to keep staying home, they're going to have to remove my door and take me out of a window with a forklift out of this place.
I'll film it.
No, seriously. I wear sweatpants. These pants I got, you can't see them, but they're jeans, but they're like stretchy jeans. And my goodness, I've gained a lot of weight. But, you know, I don't cut my chin or cheekbones when I shave anymore. I don't, and my wrinkles are going because I'm blowing it all out. But it's okay, more to me to love. Hi, Darlene. Hi, Bradley. I love it when I can see your guys' faces. And that's another thing, too, because when I see your guys' faces, I'm more drawn to that. And I'll go across and answer the questions. So if you guys can put your face in there, it seems to be more where my eyes go to. If you guys do a lot of emojis, that's great. But if you do line after line after line after line, it's too hard to find the line and then go back down to see what the question is, because the thing's going so fast. So just to give you a heads up, it's okay to do the emojis across the line. And if you like this show, please give me a thumbs up. Please share it with people. And for goodness gracious sakes, any of you people that haven't subscribed, you're going to want to subscribe, because we're going to come on and do right off the cuff a lot of things we're going to throw at you that you can win, that you can do. And if you got to go down and subscribe and do all this, it's just going to take you that much longer. Some of these people that have won, I mean, they are quick. I don't think I could ever do it. I mean, I type with 2 index fingers as it is now. Hi, JR. Hi, Anthony. Hi, Stephanie. Hi, Sharon. So I'd like you guys to tell me, do you want to see more of my vehicles? Do you want to see more inside my house? Do you want to see more with me and my cat, Booty? Do you want me to do a Chris Raw? And that's just another way of saying, like, reality TV. What we do is we put the camera up, and I'll do whatever I'm doing.
It's like a day in the life video.
Yeah, I'll walk in and out of the camera on this and that, and I'll chat with you, and you guys can look at it or not. But there'll be some, you got to realize there's going to be some down periods where you just see the camera rolling, no one's in the room, because maybe I had to go get a broom or something. So it's just reality. We hook the camera up, and whatever happens, happens. And there could be, who knows what happens. Kids coming in, kids going out, dogs coming in, dogs going out. So just let me know what you guys want. I know you guys want more teachings from my mother. That's a given. We're definitely going to do that. And like I said, I thank you so much for the donations, because that's what's making that possible. Because I look, it's your donations and what I'm doing out of my own pocket to get it out there. Because I know you guys know me. I'm about as technical as a doorknob. I mean, I'm psychic, but I'm not computer smart. The more I learn, I think, oh my gosh, I am just a dinosaur. But, you know, you have professionals like Chris that do really good about that. In fact, I have to take a big thanks to Chris, Michelle, Kayla, Teresa, everyone that works for me, because they're working their butt offs to try to get this all out to you guys, because the same thing happens. They get worn out and they say, they talk to someone and they think, thank you so much, you're so sweet, you're so loving. They, oh gosh, you can do it. You get a lot more bees with honey than you do vinegar. I'll tell you that right now. Okay, so let's answer some questions. Any questions for me, Chris?
Devery says, is there any good news coming for me in the coming year?
Well, I mean, there's really no bad news. There's nobody that's sick or ill. There's nobody legal coming at you. You're not, going through a bankruptcy at this present point in time. So I think as you start living your life and getting out of this holding pattern, I think things are coming in as far as good friends, people that you meet. So I think that's changed. I think you're out of the cycle of, let's say, not so good of the people you've run into. So I think that's turned over a new leaf. So I think there's a lot of positive to look forward to. That's good.
Sarah says, my grandfather passed away in May. Does he have any message for me, and how would he give them to me?
Well, May is too soon, but how I think you'll get them is I think you'll get a lot of a smell of a scent. And that doesn't mean grandpa's cologne. It means that when you're in a place and there's no scent, you can smell rosy, you can smell whatever, and that would be coming from that. I think you'll also wake up pretty much exactly at 2:35, okay? And you can say hello to him then. I think he'll also visit you in a very vivid dream, or we could call it an astral projection. And I think that will probably be about the end of the year. You got to realize May is not that long, okay? My mother, Sylvia Browne, took 2 years to come back to me, and I'm from a psychic family. But if you look at it that we have 90 years of this life, let's just say, well, how much time does that equal in heaven? About 48 hours. That's a really big deal. So if I'm 54 and I make it till I'm 75, that gives me 21 more years. My mom could go get her polish changed on her nails or take a nap and wake up and I'd be there. My mom may want more than an hour and a half away from me. But think about it. They're in a place they can't worry, can't get upset, can't get mad, can't get angry. They can't, be with us every day and tell us everything and we know it because realistically we have to stay here and fulfill our contract and our blueprint. They can't jeopardize that. So as we emotionally, mentally, and physically get stronger, then they can come around. But boy, do I know how tough that can be when I'm throwing myself around, losing my mother, upset, crying, screaming. But I know, Chris, I got to pull it together because if I don't, she sure ain't coming visiting. It's almost like the opposite. How do you expect to be okay with this? Well, I know it's hard. We don't make the rules. We just have to abide by them. They have to make sure mentally, physically we're stable. Then they can come around and visit. So know that they're at a better place. And the death thing, like I said, I don't like that word. I really don't. I look at it like this. We're on this Earth's plane, and we're going to walk out of this time period and in another dimension. And we're either going to stop in heaven, or we're going to say, I'm going to go down and do this now. So it's really not that big of a deal. Of course, we got to get over there to feel that way. We have to have that survival mechanism in us. Otherwise, people say, sorry, this life too tough, and everyone would be leaving now. That wouldn't be good because then there wouldn't be a purpose for this place. After all, this is where we learn. This is where we get ourselves educated. This is our boot camp. We bring that all back to heaven. But understand something. I'm a firm believer like with my mother. I call my mother's there and she comes. She doesn't talk to me when she comes, but I feel her presence and I know, and that makes me feel good. You guys can have the same thing because heaven is not way up in the clouds somewhere. It's only 4 feet up in another dimension. Okay,
so I want to give some announcements. There's a buy one, get one.
The BOGO, buy a reading, get a reading free, and it's 20% discounted. And I added the BOGO to it because it's my way of paying it forward. So you can give a friend it, and that helps them. And we want to reach out and do more because we're talking about paying it forward. I'm always trying to figure out what I can do as my part of the bargain of paying it forward. We're going to be having to pay it forward this month. So you guys get out there and do your act of kindness because when you do that, it touches our heart. We're going to call you and answer your questions and help you guys. So what's the other announcement?
So we got 2 more. The Ask Chris question special isn't live now until the 25th. That's Friday, I believe. Yep, Friday. And then the scavenger hunt is now over. We have 3 first place winners. One of them is Amy.
Is it over, or there's still second place and third place winners coming up, or just the first place winners are over?
I believe it's over entirely, and I have the list of the first place winners with me right now. Okay. So the first place winners are Amy, Sarah, and Juliana.
What are the last names? How do I know who's what?
So Amy Yoakum.
Okay.
Sarah Gardiner, Gardiner, and then Juliana S. That's the only initial I have for her.
Well, great, guys. You won a lot of good stuff there. Good job.
And then How to Heal Mind and Body and Soul. Parts 1 to 8 are now live here.
Yeah, they are.
Copy and paste that link.
They're in our playlist. So if you guys haven't checked the playlist, go there, because if you play one, it'll play them all through for you.
Yeah, so I just posted the playlist in chat.
Yeah, that's the way to go. And we're going to be putting out a lot more stuff. Like I said, we've got it, but we're just sifting through it. And we're going to be starting these memberships pretty soon. We're going to start our merch store as soon as we reach 10,000 subscribers. I think we're less than 500 to go or something like that. And then our merch store will be online to help you out with that.
So, awesome. So, back to questions?
Yep.
Tiger Pixie says, should my brother go into the 12-month recovery program he's been offered?
I really, really would. I think that he will do well for a while. Then I think he'll slip and go off the wagon. I think he'll go back in. And I think he'll really ship-shape his life up. So I think we're just about there. The good news is he really wants to change his life. I think he's, honest to goodness, tired of the lifestyle. And that's the best news, because he's a great guy. He's a good person with a good heart. He's a light soul. So hang in there. Keep the support going. He's going to make it, okay?
Mar M says, when will I meet my life partner?
Not for about 2 years and 2 months, and I think it'll be through friends. And I think that it'll be a friendship between the two of you. There's something he's going to be working on that you're going to be interested in and you can help him with. So it kind of is friends, but there's an attraction. And I think both of you are scared, both of you are sensitive. So it just starts as friends. But that's a good way to start. Come on. But I think you'll know it very clearly, because how this transpires, and I think you'll try as much as you can not to be as into him as you are, but you know that doesn't work, because there's some people that follow their brain, you follow your heart, so you'll be kind of hook, line, and sinker the minute you say hello. But that's okay, because it'll work out.
Darlene says, is the kid's father's spirit coming to visit at a certain hour at night, or is it all different times right now?
No, I think it's all different times. But even though it's all different times, it's kind of like the same times. Like, for instance, it'd be about 4 in the morning. Then it would be about 9:30 at night. Then it would be around the 7 o'clock. So those are mainly the time periods, but it flexes through each day of the week. So the positive is he made it home to heaven to check in. He's coming back to visit, to send love, light, and energy. So we're not dealing with an earthbound or anything like this. So it's very positive that he's making sure the family's doing okay with a lot of love around. And the nice thing about that is, and within our own self-conscious, when a loved one is around and they do that, we just somehow know and feel it's okay. It kind of comes over that it's just going to be all right. And that's a good feeling, because you know how hard it is to miss somebody, I'll tell you.
Aura says, why is my sister's lupus out of control? Her meds are not working.
Well, her immune system is down, and we all know what lupus is. So this is just a really hard time. So she has to get back on the drawing board with the vitamins, the nutrition, the proper rest, stop stressing out, so that we can get more of a handle on this. I think to where she'll build back up her immune system will be, and this will be more out at bay. We probably got 3 months, so we're probably looking at January time period where we're kind of out of the woods and she gets a breather from this. But, you know, she wasn't eating right. She was worrying all the time. She wasn't sleeping good. You put all that together with the autoimmune system, and that can just reap havoc. So we get her eating nutrition, and we get the stamina, we get the exercise, and we'll get her back on track. She's a survivor. She's going to be fine. But it's hard watching someone you love go through this, I know.
Terrence says, hi Chris, I hope you're staying well. What animal totem do you see for me? Thanks for all your help.
Your animal totem, I believe, is a squirrel. But I think it was last week, I was so sick. I mean, I was sick. And I ate some shrimp, so it was food poisoning. It wasn't COVID. But I thought, seriously, I was going to die for about 4 days. And when I get the stomach flu, I don't go to the bathroom. I don't throw up. For some reason, my system just holds it in and just grinds. So I'm 100% better now that I don't have that. My goodness. But everything's doing good except for my 42 pounds I gained. My gosh. I can wear one pair of pants. So if you see me in my videos, I'm wearing one pair of pants because I haven't gone out to buy them yet. I got to wear the stretchy pants or sweats. Anything with elastic band works. I'm 272 pounds now, and I think I'm still going. But, you sit around, you're bored, you're working and stuff, and I eat, and I eat, and I eat. I just got to stop snacking. My gosh.
Kimberly says, I lost my job yesterday, divorced recently, moved and will move again. Do you see an area of my life I should focus on?
Well, I'd leave the relationship thing just alone because you're too damn busy for it. You got 2 moves coming up before you find where you're going to be stationary. It won't be too terribly far geographically from where you're at. Everything will be right in its place. It'll be a lovely place. I think it'll be very adorable and you'll love it. So you kind of like when it rains it pours. You did some spring house cleaning to your life. That's a good thing. You're going to marry. You're going to be happy. You got good work. So you're going to be absolutely fine. But the transition, when you're going through the transition you're going through, that can create any anxiety for any normal person. Just realize that's where it's stemming from so that you can harness it and it doesn't, get you too terribly upset. Even if you get upset, you'll wipe the tears and you're really doing so good. You've been trying to do this for like 5 years and you've finally done it. I'm so excited for your new life to begin. But we'll see you on the channel, answer your questions. I hope if we see your name come up.
Veronica says, how do I know if a dream is just a dream or if it's a message?
Well, that's logical. You follow it and see if it comes out or not. Dreams are hectic. Dreams are hard. For an example, let's say someone's dreaming and in that dream they're dying. Well, it can mean they're dying. Or it can mean their old life is ending and a new life is beginning. It can mean about 20 other things. So that's where dreams are very hard to follow. Now, if you relax your mind while you're awake, you get a hold of your guide, you ask a question, you get an answer. That's what it is. It's exactly what it is. So the accuracy is so much higher that way. But when you're dreaming, you're relaxed. Sometimes for some people, it's very hard for them to find a place where they can just shut their brain off for about 2 minutes or however long it takes to ask a question and get an answer. You got to kind of be at that alpha state right before the daydream stage. Then you ask your guide the question. How you'll know that you're getting the answer and you're not making it up, because it's like somebody turned the thermostat up 20 degrees, which is hot, and every goosebump on your body's going. So that's how you know. But relaxing is key to that. So you don't have to worry about it. There's you and no one else is dying around you anytime soon, so you're fine.
Ducky2 says, why does my chest feel like it's burning?
Why does what?
My chest feel like it's burning.
Because I think you have some allergies and that can go into a low-grade infection. So you want to get it checked out so that you can get it looked at, because you might inhaled something in there and it's irritating to you. So I would do that. I think the worst case scenario is they may put you on some antibiotics just for safe measure and get through this. But you don't have something burning and don't check it. But I think there could be a low-grade infection, but you just get on the antibiotics in 10 days, voila, you're in good shape.
Anna says, am I psychic?
Well, everyone is psychic. I don't think you'll go into a profession to be psychic. I don't even think you want it. So I would just take what you feel as a leap of faith, because if you don't go with it, you never do know. I think you're more empathic than I would say psychic. And that just means you can walk into a room, you can sense someone's sick, or maybe somebody, you walk in there, there's a couple in there, you don't hear people, you say, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt, you guys are arguing. We're not arguing. Oh, sure you're not. I'll be outside when you're done arguing, come get me. So being empathic sometimes be confused with psychic sense, but to make sure we understand what a psychic is, everybody's psychic. Everybody. It's just like athletes. Some people can run, some people can run faster. Some people are psychic and more psychic. It's just the way it is. So I've got people I talk to in the reading room that are really psychic, and they say, Chris, I wouldn't do your job, Chris, if your life depended on it. And they don't understand how I do it. And I don't understand how they cannot, because I love what I do. All my clients are like my friends and my family. I take pride in it. Nothing's going to happen on my watch. And I learned a lot along the way. I feel very honored and very fortunate and very privileged for you to accept me in your life, to help me any which way I can. And that's what I'm going to do. If there's something coming up, you can't be nervous. Well, you're going to be a little nervous, but you can't be afraid to talk to a psychic, because you can say why. Because really, I'm on your team, If there's something that's going to be bad, well, we're going to avoid it. So what would be bad is not knowing about it and going through it. Avoiding it means we miss it. We miss the opportunity. We solved it. That can be a negative going into a positive because a psychic has hindsight. So a lot of times I'll have my clients that see me every start of the year. Chris, I'm here for the year because they want to get a review and see if they're on track and things along down that guidelines, because you can miss a lot of circumstances that way and hear a lot of information that way. And a lot of times people get confused. They say, Chris, you're giving psychic readings on YouTube. No, I'm not. I'm answering only one question is what I'm doing on YouTube. A reading can have 100 questions, if not more. And we're going into health, relationship, family, finance, career, spirituality. And if there's another subject, we're covering that too. And we can jump around, because if we finish something on a subject and it pops up, well, we're just going to go back. Just because we finished, we can go back to the subject time and time again, because my objective is to get all your questions answered to where you understand specifically what I'm saying. And if you don't, you say, Chris, I don't know what the hell you just said. I'll repeat it till you do, because if you don't understand it, it doesn't help you. That's why I can't handle these people say, well, you're going from darkness into light. Well, what the hell does that mean? That means it's daylight and it's going to be nighttime. I paid you money. Now you're talking to me in riddles and I'm more confused to begin with in the first place. No. You make sure you can be specific when you talk to a psychic. Give them a specific question so they can give you a specific answer. But understand, a psychic can't get all of the details. We'll get the end verdict. And a lot of times you can say, well, it would help me so much if you can give me the details that lead up to this. Well, it doesn't work like that. We can give you the end verdict. Sometimes we might get details, sometimes we won't. But a lot of times the client will say, yes, Chris, that belongs over here, and yes, this was over there. Timing is really hard. So when a psychic starts with you and they pick one thing, you say, wait a minute, what you told me was accurate, but that just happened 5 months ago. Now we have a guideline of where we can go forward and back.
Awesome. I handed you my phone. So let's do a phone call real quick.
Phone call?
Yep.
Okay.
There we go. This is Lola.
Lola, you said?
Yep.
Lola, she was a showgirl. Remember the song? You're too young.
I'm not too young. I listen to that.
Remember
kind of
Lola?
stuff. I love that song.
When this goes to answer machine, they always call the office. Oh my God, I missed you.
Forwarded to an automatic voice message system. 2.
Lola, we tried dialing you. You weren't there. We want to answer your question. We're doing our part. You should be tuned into Chris YouTube Live.
Okay, in the time, let's do. Lidonna says, we're thinking of moving to Japan. Is it a good time to go?
Yes, I would go sooner than later, because this has been something that's been weighing on your family for about 2 years. You miss your home and your country. Go home. You can always come back and visit, but you just love it there more. You know, I've always wanted to go to Japan someday. I'm going to go.
I really want to go. Looks like a
I really
gorgeous
want to go.
place. Here you go.
I think it's how long of a flight is it? Do you have any idea?
I can look. This is Everett.
Everett, you said?
Yep.
Okay.
The party you are trying to reach does not accept.
Right.
Not accept block calls. Can't dial them. We're going to call from a blocked number because we're using our cell phones. So you guys have to unblock that if you want us to be able to get through to you.
From San Francisco to Japan, it's an 11-hour flight.
That's not that bad. I thought it was going to be a lot worse. Is it a straight flight, do you know?
Yeah, from San Francisco to Tokyo, 11 hours.
You know what I
5
think?
minutes.
I think they have on those planes. I think they have those little tube things you can sleep in. That's cool.
Those are cool.
Yeah, they really are. Okay, let's get to some of these questions here.
Carolyn says, will I ever get married again?
Well, I think you'll meet the guy and you'll be with the guy, and I think that will be like a marriage where you live together, pay bills together, all that kind of stuff. But as far as going through the ceremony of marriage, I think it might be 4 years after you meet. I don't think either one of you are going to be really, let's go do this, because I just don't think it's going to be needed for you. But, I mean, if you were to put your foot down and say, hey, I want the certificate, then yeah, I think you'll get it. But my point of what I'm trying to make is I think you'll meet the love of your life, live together, be like a married couple, and do everything a married couple does do, whether you get that certificate or not.
Luna says, I've been lonely for a while. When will I meet or find a romantic love?
Well, I mean, realistically, all the time that you count right now, you can't count even a day. Why? Because you don't go anywhere to meet anybody. And you don't even try, you don't even look around. So there's no time here. Now, how do you expect this to happen? Are you going to get to a dating service? Or are you going to get out and activate? Because if you don't do these things, have common sense. You're not making it possible. So if you do these things and you do your part, then my timing would be accurate in about 18 months from now. 17 to 18 months. I give myself a few weeks of leeway there. He'll have black hair, dark brown eyes, looks Indian. Strong features as far as the nose is sharp, top lip is thin, bottom lip is full, no facial hair, olive skin, jeans, big buckle, boots, kind of like a plaid shirt. Very keeps himself fit. Maybe about 4 years your senior, so there's no generation gap. But I know there's COVID and we have to do our social distancing, but you have to really do your part.
Eva says, will I be successful in my current job or should I go back to school?
Well, you're already successful in your current job and you're already bored out of your mind with it and you're looking for something else. And the only way to go up from where you're at is by doing the schooling. And right now it's great because there's so much schooling that can be done just online, where before there's some classes you can take online and some classes that you have to go into the classroom. So I would really use that to your advantage because, you're so smart. I think it would be a shame for you not to excel where you're at because you need to do that because you'll make more money and you'll be happier.
Okay, do you want to try one more phone call?
Let's try and see if we get strike 3 with no one answering today.
This is Sherry.
But it's not by me not calling. I have you guys as my witnesses. I'm calling.
We're trying.
Sherry, let's see if third time's a charm.
Crossing my fingers. Aww.
Okay. No more of those today.
Nope, we tried.
3 out of 3. Well, we tried calling. Now they know they have to stay tuned when I'm on. Okay, so I wish I could slow these down so I can answer some of them myself, but how do I slow the roll down?
You gotta get less people. You can't. So let's.
Wow, look at all those hearts right there.
Jaylyn says.
Do they see this the same? Do they see this the same time I do?
Yeah.
Okay. You guys know how fast this is spinning? It'd be hard to read.
Oh, it's so hard to read.
Because it's jumpy too.
Yeah, I have to deal with everything, and I keep my spot and then scroll down. Jaylyn says, "Will I get the job for my interview tomorrow?"
Yes, I believe you will get your job.
Crystal says, "Are there any messages from the other side?"
Nope, but everyone made it home to heaven where they should be. That's great.
Roxy says, "Does my boyfriend's mom approve of our relationship?"
Is her boyfriend's mom what?
Does her boyfriend's mom approve of her relationship?
Well, I mean, she's tolerating it and seeing where it goes. I think she's a hard nut to crack, but I think if we just give it more time, it's going to go to the approval. It's not going to go the other way. So just, do what you're doing. It's fine. Really is.
Veronica says, "The move we made, is it going to be good for my family?"
What's your move there? Yeah. Because you'll have more money. I think the air will be cleaner. I think the people will be nicer. I think you'll be closer to the things that you guys like to do. And it just seems to resonate with you guys a lot better. So I think the change is good. But, nobody likes the process of a move. But I'm telling you, it's well worth it. And once you get settled in and get everything done, and someone to say to you, well, if you had to do it over again, would you be back in your old place or would you be here? And you'd definitely go to where your new place would be. So it's definitely worth it.
Roxy says, "What is my life's theme?"
The primary theme would be activator and the secondary theme would be manipulator.
Veronica says, "I fell in love with a puppy. Will I be able to get another dog?"
I think you'll do that, but I think it'll take probably about 8 weeks, but yes.
Give me just a second. I'm looking for one I missed.
Mine stopped right now. I'll start up again.
Lidana says, how do I continue helping my children's spiritual growth?
Do what my mom did. Kind of pay attention to it. Don't be over the top with it. If I came in and said, Mom, there's a ghost, you'd say, great, hand me the toilet bowl cleaner and the comic, Chrissy, I gotta clean the toilet bowl. And if you see anything else, Chrissy, let me know. Other mothers would say, well, was he bleeding? Was he injured? My friend would be making up all this stuff, and then they'd make fun of him. And mine would be, my mom would say, okay, talk about it. It was just normal. It wasn't like anything different. It was just normal. So kind of like you're watching out of your peripheral vision. You're seeing it grow. You're seeing it develop. You're not pushing it. You're not pulling it. You're paying attention to it, and you're letting it do its thing. Okay? So that's the main thing. See, where I have the advantage is I was raised in a family where I wasn't told you can't do this and you can't do that. And, you know, you're told there's no elves, there's no Santa, there's no this, there's no that. I wasn't told those things. I wasn't told that, hand me the Diet. Why is my face over to the side? Can you see me normally? Because look at
Yeah, you're normal.
Because I'm not on the screen.
Yeah, you're normal. It's just you probably scooted the feed a little bit. It's kind of weird.
Okay. So, I mean, with that, you just, the normalcy that you can do, the better gains you're going to be, in all honesty.
Crystal says, will I have a life partner?
Yeah. If you're talking life partner, I think it'll be about a little over a year, maybe 13 months, but that's not bad.
Pamela says, will I ever be in a relationship with somebody good?
Well, when you mean good, we're saying more, there goes those hearts again, those where you're very compatible and you just get along without arguing and things like that. And that's going to come in. You're such a kind, loving soul. You're such a good person. You just have to, get out there to meet people. You really do. And it's so hard with this pandemic. It's all put us all on hold for a while here. So, it'll happen for you. You're not supposed to be alone.
Gina says, will I get the job I recently applied for?
No. I think for some reason that has been filled in-house, so I continue to look, and I think you'll find one before the end of the year, so don't give up hope. Don't worry, it'll be okay.
Maria says, will we move to Nevada, or should we stay in Corona?
You're going to stay in Corona. I know you want to move. I don't blame you, but getting out there right now is just not the right timing. Let's put a delay on that.
Vindashwari says, my brother's girlfriend is currently estranged from him. Will they be back together?
I don't think that they can trust each other. So if they were to get back together, it's not going to last. It's going to break up. So if he can just stay away from it, that would be the best. If he's got to go back, it might be a month or so, but it doesn't last.
Awesome. That is the end of our questions so far.
Okay. See if there's that. So once again, to repeat, we got the BOGO. We got the readings at 20% discounted. Added the BOGO to it. My way of paying it forward. And we have those winners for the
Scavenger hunt.
Yeah, I want to call it something else. Scavenger hunt or scavenger hunt will do.
We'll figure something out.
Yeah, but I think it's so great. So we're going to start another scavenger hunt soon. It's going to be about what. Well, I'm not going to tell you. I'm going to wait for that one.
Don't
spoil that.
it.
But please put down in the comments section. I need your comments. So I need what you guys are wanting. Yes, we're going to put out more of Sylvia's teaching by you guys donating. That allows us to do that because it's costly to do that. So I thank you for that. So that's where the money goes. And we're going to keep putting it out. But if you want to see more of me in cars or more with Booty or more with kids or whatever, tell me what you want to see. I'm going to start cooking. I don't know how to cook. I'm going to start that one. So we're going to see how that goes. And we'll put out pretty much what we can do. We're going to have Chris Raw where we just set the camera up and we just do what goes on and what happens. And I got to start getting some exercise. I might take you guys to the gym with me or not, but I can't do much in that mask with the exercise. I just can't breathe. I got to pull my nose out and everything. I still can't breathe. It's crazy. Okay, any more questions popping up? Or you guys questioned out?
Lidana says, my sister-in-law, will she overcome her health situation?
No, I think there's something going on with her autoimmune system. So I think she might need to go to Mayo Clinic and get an autoimmune expert and go with being diagnosed and then figure out with an allergist with her sensitivity, with her eating, nutrition, and even her skin, so she can do what she needs to do and try to stay away from the things that she needs to stay away from. And then at least if she doesn't, she knows what the allergy is being created by.
Luna says, how many lives have I lived?
If you include the one that you're doing right now, this would be about your 23rd life.
Maria says, will Larry sell us his company soon?
No, because I don't think anybody's going to buy it for what he's going to want for it. So I think he's going to hang on to it, try to show much better on the books, get the numbers up there, and then try to do that at a later date.
Jaylyn says, I have a job interview Tuesday. How will it go?
I think it'll go really well. I think just be very positive and very upbeat. I think you got it.
And that's it. Cool.
Okay, guys. Well, thank you for joining me on Sunday. I really love being here with you guys. Hit that thumbs up if you like the show that you see. Go to my playlist. Check out all the healing stuff and creating your reality, my mother stuff that we're putting up. Give us a comment on what you like. Realize it's older footage, so we're making it as good as we possibly can, but most people are really nice. They just want the information. We'll be back here again on Sunday, 3 o'clock Pacific Standard Time again. Congratulations to the winners out there, and get the BOGO before it runs out. God bless. Have a great day. Stay uplifted.